decided to kind of do a little update on my sort of project planning and purchasing situation. If you guys watch my Get Ready With Me, you know that there is a rather substantial haul on its way. I have it filmed, I've had it edited, it's going to go up later this week. So it's safe to say my no buy has been broken. I feel good that I did manage to go, I believe, like 5 months. The whole of December, January, February, March. Yeah, 4 months. I managed to do 4 months. That seems to be about average for me. I tend to make it about anywhere between 2 and I think the longest I've gone is 6 months without purchasing anything. And then I cave and I buy a bunch of things. It seems to be my default operation thing. Reflecting on how I purchase now and how I purchased before, I've been far more restrained in the past 4 years, almost 4 years, since having kids. I've been way more restrained in how I purchase makeup in comparison to how I used to purchase makeup. Back in the good old days of YouTube, I was one of those people who would spend a couple £100 a month on makeup every month. Just cause makeup, yeah, it's fine, it's cool. But now I might buy, I don't know, maybe a couple £100 a month. What am I saying? A couple £100 worth of makeup every quarter, maybe every 6 months or so. I don't buy large quantities of makeup at any one time like I used to. So I've decided to take that into consideration here. I am an adult. I have self-control now. I learned that I had self-control when I caught myself. I used to, when I was in a bad mood, I was in a really blue mood or a red mood, I would go out shopping either to calm myself down or to cheer myself up. I would buy something, anything. I would find something pretty and I would buy it. And I found myself in that state. February this year, I was out and I was... It was a really silly thing that I was getting stressed out over, rather than just... I'll make it short. I was trying to find somewhere to sit down and write. And I was getting stressed out because I couldn't find anywhere, because everywhere at that time was closing for the night. It was about 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the evening, and everyone was shutting their doors already. But the shops were still open. So I decided I'm going to go and look around the shops to cheer myself up. And ordinarily, I wouldn't have left that store until I bought something. I honestly wouldn't have. I wouldn't have left that store until I bought something. I had a look around, I swatched a few things, decided that there's literally nothing grabbing my attention. I went to both Boots and I went to Superdrug. And there was a couple of things I swatched. I was like, I have that at home. And then I went home. And yeah, it was at that moment I realized I had that level of self-control to be in a mood, go into a store and not just buy things because I'm in a mood, because I feel like I'm cheering up. It was a moment. I hadn't really been conscious of it, but I've been doing that for a while. I think it's the having moved location, having removed myself from where I was. Where I lived before with my parents, on the way home from work, I would walk through shopping centres on the way to work, on the way home from work. I would be walking past these stores all the time. The temptation, well, I don't even want to call it temptation, because it's really not, they're not tempting me, I'm seeking them out. But I'm not around them as much. It's more of a treat. It's an excursion to go to the shops now. It's a planned activity. There's purpose. There's, I don't know if spontaneity have anything to do with it, but I hope the way I'm explaining it is getting my point across of how I feel. But now where I live, I don't walk past any shops on my way to or from work. It's no longer part of my everyday life. As I say, with 2 small children going into the city centre to do some shopping, either I have to plan it for a quick nip in and out on my own, or I have to strategically plan the journey for the day with the 2 of them. And yeah, it kind of makes it almost adds a layer of dread onto going into town shopping. So, and of course there is online shopping, but that already has its own, is curtailment the right word? That stuff has to arrive at my house, and I have to own up to having purchased it. There is no leeway for lying about purchasing things. There is no hiding something when someone hammers on your door and hands you a great big box. You know, my partner knows it's there. He's seen it arrive. There is no hiding it from him. And yes, I was that guilty person that would come home from work and wait until he sneaked off to the bathroom and removed things from my handbag and put them away so that he didn't see them. It was a behaviour that I was prone to, and it's not behaviour I was proud of. It's a behaviour that I no longer exhibit, and I'm proud of that. Which brings me to allowing myself to purchase regularly things that I may want or things I may need. I have another video coming up. I believe Celia asked for a financial update, and that will be coming really soon. I have some good news with that. Things are going really, really well there, and part of working down my financial debt, there's no way to sugarcoat that, is there? And maintain a credit rating is to have activity on my card. And that is basically what I'm going to be allowing myself to do. I would prefer to pay cash, but in the meantime, I am to maintain some sort of credit score, or to improve my credit score to show that I have good control over finances to the credit score people. I will be allowing myself this low buy. I am going through things. I am using things up. As you guys know, I have a lot of project plans going on, and I will get to that at the end of the video. So in the meantime, instead of being on a complete and utter no buy, I will be allowing myself to purchase 5 makeup items a month, 5 skincare items a month, and 5 books a month. I will, however, maintain a no buy for stationery products, because your girl is drowning in pens and paper right now. I actually found, I'll actually just quickly go grab it. I found this box. It's a box I repurposed for storing printer paper. I have about 2.5 reams of printer paper in here, and it has been in this box since we moved in here. So I don't need any stationery. I have pens out the wazoo, I have notebooks everywhere, and well, not everywhere anymore. I have them all in one place the way I like it. I've found so many folders, just clearing out boxes that we moved here with. I am in stationery heaven right now. I don't need to buy any more stationery. In fact, this drawer right here, every time I've been finding pens, I've just been throwing them in here. There's just, I wouldn't be surprised if I owned close to 1,000 pens. I'm not even joking. It's horrific. But that's not this video, is it? So, stationery is the only thing that I'm going to be going on a complete and utter no buy for. Now, you guys know I do own an awful lot of skincare at the moment, but as I am getting older, there are things that my skin needs that I don't have. And I don't want certain problems with my skin getting worse just because I want to use up everything I own before I purchase anything new. By the time I get through everything I need, some things may not be repairable. It could be worse than... It's totally superficial, obviously, because it's just my skin, and it's like... But I have to look at myself. I have to look at myself in the mirror, and I do have the pore... I've always had large pores, and it's beginning to cause me an issue, and I am starting to get the fine lines and stuff. I'm going to be 31 on the 19th of the month. Yeah. I'm by no means old, but I am getting older, so I would like to take more appropriate care of my skin. Books, I am getting really into reading again. Like, I'm reading a fair bit. Sorry, I was sitting on my ankles and my feet are going to sleep. But I've been reading a fair bit, and I recently found an amazing secondhand bookstore online that I've been purchasing from, and I got some like Catherine Cookson books, and I've got some Mills and Boon books coming soon. I managed to track down an author of some books that I used to steal from my mom when I was younger. I'll talk about it more when they arrive, but I want to be able to purchase some books that I would like to read as I come across them on the secondhand site. So that's why I set a limit of 5, and obviously I do have my Kindle Unlimited subscription, so I will be able to borrow books as well, which is grand, absolutely grand. And as for the makeup, like I said, there is a substantial haul coming, but I kind of feel like if I broke those purchases down over the last couple of months, it may not work out to like 5 products a month, but it wouldn't seem as excessive as it will do. I think 5 products a month, 5 new things coming into my collection a month is more than sustainable, depending of course on the products that I purchase. I mean, if I buy like 5 eyeshadow palettes, then we got an issue. But with all the project planning that I've got going on, and I'm almost finished a lot of products, and I have finished quite a few products in the past week or so. So I am getting more of a product in, product out system going, and hopefully as we get further into the year, it'll be more products leaving my collection than coming into my collection. But I would like to be out there and explore and find out what I'm missing. One of the things I did pick up was Natasha Denona products, and I've been lusting after Natasha Denona products since the Blue Brown palette came out, and I feel like I've missed out so much. It makes me curious as to what other things I have been missing out on. I mean, I'm by no means itching to buy hordes of makeup. No. That is not me. But it does make me more curious as to what new formulations and new products are out there. Like, I've been lusting after the like Stila, the glitz and whatever we call it that go on your eyes. that trend was so 5 years ago, and I've been so resistant to buying things over the last 5, 6 years that I've completely missed the boat on that. People are decluttering those things left, right, and center. That ship has sailed, and I'm still lusting after something that was hot 5 years ago. You know what? That's the kind of vibe I'm trying to go with for this. That's the thought process, basically, is what I'm trying to say. That is my thought process behind it. So I can just get like a little taster of what's going on. I don't want to be excessive, but I don't want to be left out either. I will, however, have one allowance to my low buy rule. If I don't use my allotted purchases within the month, I am allowed to roll them over to the next month. Like, say I bought 3 things in May, it means I could purchase 7 things in June. I haven't purchased all of my makeup purchases that are going to be in that haul that's coming up. Were all made in April. I haven't made any so far in May, and I quite frankly have no plans making any in May because I'm still playing with the new stuff, which is what I have in my eyes at the moment. This is the... it doesn't really matter right now, does it? But it is the Morphe Making Bank palette. And it's stunning, and I love it, and I love the look that I've created with it. And the really cool, shifty... There's so many shades in this green section. The shift, amazing colours. But that's neither here nor there. That's not about this video, is it? So that's how I feel on the low buy situation of things. As for the project panning side of things, as you guys may remember, I did make a video at the start of the year, and I made the comment that I didn't want my channel to become a project panning channel, and that I didn't want to be overwhelmed by project pans. I've kind of changed my approach to panning. Before, I was that person that was, I have to finish it all. It has to be all makeup, and I have to finish them all to the last drop. That is how I pan. Like, very, I can't think of the word, but very hardcore, very, like, almost like a project panning purist. For lack of a better term. There is a word I'm thinking of, but it's just not coming to mind right now. But that's how I felt about it. I couldn't wrap my head around why people would use usage goals in a panning project, because it's not the whole point of a project pan is to use things up. It took me a while to get my head around it, and now I see. It's actually a very useful tool to use a usage goal rather than a goal to finish it, or a goal just to hit pan on something, because as we all know, especially with like bronzers and blushes, it can take like Lord knows how long to hit pan on things. So I will be incorporating more usage goals into my upcoming project pans, and I have quite a few project pans coming up really soon, just so I can try and get around. Oh, my cats are fighting. Just so that I can work my way through my products and rediscover what is there, because I feel such a disconnect with the products that I already own, because I've been focusing on the same sort of clutch of products that I've been trying to pan for the last 2 years, and with not having been super up on wearing makeup for the last 2 years, I haven't really panned a whole lot. Lots of concealers, but not much more than concealer. What are you up to, cat? Silly boy. So yeah, I want to get to know my products more and find out what is good, what I still enjoy. Because something that I've probably kept hold of throughout my declutters, I think for however long and gone, oh my god, I absolutely love this lipstick, I absolutely love this blush, and I may try it on now and be like, oh my god, this is garbage, what did I ever see in this product? But I've held on to it for this nostalgic happiness, this wonder that I always thought this product was. I can't think of any right now. I haven't come across one yet. But that's how I want to approach panning. More of a, like a, like a shop my stash type deal. Just working my way through my things for like smaller chunks of time. I also want to implement a couple of other projects in, not necessarily panning projects, but I want to, well actually one of them is, I want to partake in the Project 10 Uses idea, because it's great. It's a great idea. Like if I pick like 5 things each month and use them 10 times, find out what I like about them, if I want to keep them, if I want to get rid of them, if they're good still, if they've gone bad. And yeah, I like the idea of a Project 10 Uses, so I'm going to implement that really soon. And I also want to try out the Pan Those Eyeshadows challenge, which I know is crazy because I'm already taking part in panning solitaire. But if you've seen my latest update, I'll give you a brief recap. Basically, panning solitaire is where it's a Pantastic Ladies collab created by this lovely girl called Erin. I will link the Pantastic Ladies in the info box and Erin. But she had the wonderful idea of panning solitaire, where you pan a single shadow, a duo, a trio, a quad, but you have to pan them in order for them to count. So if you've panned your trio before you've even finished your single, you have to wait until you've panned your single and your duo before, the trio can count. And with the single that I've picked, it is going to take so long to finish that eyeshadow that I think I have more than enough time throughout the rest of the year and however long afterwards to attempting pan on other eyeshadows also. Just to kind of change it up a bit. In the evenings, I'm also doing like makeup playtime. This is my makeup playtime right here. So like when the kids go to bed, just sit down and have a little bit of play with makeup. So I'm using different colors and different makeup, and yeah. So I kind of want to implement a pan those eyeshadows type challenge into my channel as well. I love watching them. I love the color combos, and it's so funny. Sometimes you'll watch people's videos and they're like, I just pulled out 5 shades of brown, or oh yay, I finally finished this really bold bright eyeshadow. I don't want to touch bold bright eyeshadow for a while now. And then the new shades they pull up are almost the exact same shade. It's funny. I love it. I love watching it. It gives me excitement, and it just, yeah, I love watching it. It's some of my most favourite content at the moment within the panning community. And yeah, so that's all I really wanted to talk about. Update you guys on my low buy situation and how I'm gonna move forward with my project panning. I'm not gonna be all like hardcore, I must finish everything. Some of my goals from now forward will be maybe I just want to hit pan on something, or a usage goal. And there is a big non-makeup project pan coming up real soon as well. I've just finished, I'm going to film after this, my non-makeup inventory. And when I was collecting items for the 50 Shades of Pink Project Pan challenge with Pantastic Ladies, and I was like, oh my goodness, how am I ever going to find 50 things that are pink? And I had so many things that were pink. I had to be selective who I was picking. And then that spurred me on to update my non-makeup inventory, and I just, some of my body care and bath and stuff, all that products, I need to get a shift on and start actually using them and using them up. The reason that they sit around so long is because I don't actually use them. And it's irritating, because when I do actually use them, I feel very good. The whole act of applying lotion, in fact, there's a lotion that I am using, that I started using, and I was applying twice a day. Like, my skin was so dry. I applied it in the morning, and then I felt like I needed to apply it at night, and I applied it twice a day for a week before my skin felt fully hydrated again. And then after that, I would apply it once a day for the next week, and now I'm on a nice routine of every other day I apply body lotion. Because my skin was really dry and itchy, and I honestly, until I applied that lotion, I didn't realize how dry and itchy my skin had been. I was like, oh my god, this is a luxury. So yeah, I'm never going without lotion again. I'm just going through all my shower gels and finding out how many of them are so close to being done, and yeah, if I just zoned in and focused, I could get them moved out. So there will be a big, it's a Bath and Body Project £100. There you go, I spoiled it. That's what's coming. I don't know when that video is going to be up, but it's going to be coming. So if anyone wants to join me on that adventure, come join the madness. We'll all be insane together. And I will leave this video here because I have no idea how long this video is. Sorry if I've kept you here for an hour. I wanted to talk. I like to talk, and it's nice to be able to sit down and actually focus and talk. Because I know when I do my get ready with me's and chat, they're like here, there, and never all over the place. I'm like a ping pong ball going all over the room and having to stop and take care of whatever the kids are needing. It makes me lose my train of thought, and it's just not a very cohesive way of it. It's just not a very cohesive way of laying out my thoughts, and talking when I'm a bit tired is easier than talking when I'm chasing my tail. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me through everything, and hello to all the new people that have joined me recently. This makes me so happy. I'm so happy to have you here. Please share me with your friends. The more the merrier. If you've got any advice or recommendations for me, please let me know in the comments, or if there's any specific content you would like to see, again, let me know in the comments, and I will add that to my to-do list, because I do have this nice little setup going here that I can film in the evenings. It makes me so super happy, and I've got a nice little schedule going for filming, so we'll have lots of content. We will, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.